Hi, welcome to BlindOwl Outdoors. We hope you enjoy our channel, and if possible, could you please join our Patreon page? We really need your help. It's been a long, hard road. Thank you. Hi, welcome to BlindOwl Outdoors. My name is Dan. I'm here in the Philippines, on the Island of Bohol. Today I'm going to cook some potatoes. Got some rice cooking. Why am I cooking? That's a good idea. A good question. For some reason my wife took off to the city the other day. Didn't leave me any supplies, nothing. So I'm on my own, I guess. Got some nice hard potatoes we bought the other day along the road. I always give them a light scrub. These have already been cleaned by the vendor, which I don't really care for. I'd rather have them dirty. This one's got some mold on it. They're nice and hard though. I like to have them a little bit clean. I eat all my potatoes with the skins on. Don't look too bad. Okay, I've got to trim them up just a little bit, I think. Let's see what we got here for a knife. Imagine the knives out here in the kitchen are dull as can be. I sharpen them up. She takes them out in the cement and dulls them up because she doesn't like them sharp. I just think they're so dangerous not being sharp. Just cutting off the spots that look kind of bad to me. I don't know. Cut off the stem end usually. A little bit green under the skin. I don't really care for that much. So that's not very good inside. Look at that. Look at that nasty crap there. That potato's junk. Get another one, I guess. You never know what you got till you cut into them. Almost like that's that big mold spot there. Most of the ones that I've ever bought, they're like bacon potatoes. They're absolutely terrible. Usually black inside. You grab two more little ones, I guess. This one's got a big cockroach hole in it from the vendor. Just disgusting, man, I tell you. Take the whole top of this one off. Pretty wicked. That one's totally worthless. We've got this really great potato slicer that our friend Alex gave us. He sent us a nice one first, and it lasted one day and just folded up and broke. Then he sent us a restaurant quality one. It's quite a bit more expensive. And thank you so much, Alex. We use it just about every day. We have potatoes. Yeah, see how this is all kind of green in here? That's not good. Green potatoes are dangerous. All right, let's see. Like this here, I'll pour a little water in to clean this off. It's sitting out. I'm so concerned with germs and bacteria, and everyone else here is not, so makes it tough. So all you do is set a potato in there, and I don't really have a good spot here. Let's see. Just give it a light little push. It comes sliced up perfect. Isn't that nice? Saw a weird hair or something there. All nice and uniform. It's fantastic. Now I know my wife doesn't wash this hardly ever. I wash it every time I use it. I can just see that she hasn't washed it. Another nasty chunk on that one. Okay, so I got a nice little pan of potatoes. Rinse them off. If I had the way to do it, I'd put them in ice water for a little bit. That would really help them out a lot. Not very many here, really. I like a lot of potatoes. I should probably take them out and put them on paper towels, but we don't really have any paper towels to waste. Got these little suction cups on it. Rinse it off a little bit. Really works slick, Alex, I'll tell you that. Really, really slick. Alright, over here I've got some oil. I had about 1 inch oil in a bottle and an old glass full of oil here. I was wondering if it was from her food or from my food, because she likes cooking palm oil, and that makes me sick. But I saw some little chips of French fries in there, so I'm assuming it was my oil that she took out to use the pan for something else. I was going to use a bigger pan. I wanted to cook about twice as many potatoes, but I'll just use this one right here. Should be enough. The one thing we don't have any good lids. It'd be nice to have a lid on the potatoes. Got to check on the rice here. Let's see how we're doing with that. That's almost done there, so it'll be a couple more minutes on that. I might as well start the potatoes up, I guess. For that, I have to turn on the propane. I always turn the bottle off all the time. Put the oil on high for a little while. I noticed that the gas in the stove here burns. This stove here burns so hot, so I can't leave it on high. I did one potato one day, and I turned around, the pieces of potato were just almost black. It cooked so hot. But I'll let it get nice and hot until it bubbles. I like to hear the oil crack once. That's usually my sign. And I probably will turn it down just slightly after it gets going. And again, once the rice is done, it doesn't really matter because it has the warm setting on it, but I turn that off right away. And you can leave the rice in the pot with the lid on it, and it's still steaming hot for an hour, you know. And steaming hot rice you can't eat anyway, it's just too hot. I let it sit on the table for about 5 or 10 minutes before I eat it anyway, so. It's just hot, kind of a hot, warm, whatever that you call that. That's when it's absolutely perfect. Starting to sprinkle outside a little bit. I don't know if you can hear that on the roof or not. We need a good downpour. The sky looks almost clear in every direction, so I don't know where this cloud's coming from, but I guess this stuff planted in the garden. I planted some sweet potato vines, some okra seeds, some oregano vines. What else? Oh, some aloe vera. But I need to put some more stuff in. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll put in squash seeds all around. I like to use the square foot method. Except I go 6 inches. I go the square 6-inch method. You hear the oil pop just a little bit. Now I put the French fry in there. You can see it bubbling just a little bit. Let it get just a little bit hotter than that. You got to watch out here that you don't pour too much water in with it. So in this pot, I'll try to take a little of the water out with a paper towel. There, now it's bubbling good because that was the French fry left a little moisture with it. Nice to just drop them all in at once, but there's too much water in this pan. So I guess that's about the right time there, I guess. Let's we'll fool around with them. What did I read the other day? You're supposed to put something in the oil and it never splashes. What the heck was that? I watched one of those little reel videos. Can't remember what that was. If I think of it later, I'll tell you. Okay, there's a nice mess of French fries there. Get a little fork to stir them down a little bit so they all get in the grease a little bit, the oil. I use, here the best oil I can find is, it's called soya oil. I dream that it's soybean oil. I don't really know if it is or not. I've had pretty good luck with it. I've been sick from it a couple times. I don't know what kind of oil McDonald's uses here. I've never had the slightest bit of problem from the oil from McDonald's here in the Philippines. I'm assuming it's corn oil, but you never know. Got this kind of weird little lid here, just about the right size. And I'm going to leave it on high for a little while. Okay, the rice just popped. That's the end of my rice. I completely ran out of rice today. And I only used a couple spoonfuls of rice out of the first pot. I try to cook 2 pots a day. And then that's for the dogs at night. And I put a can of sardines in there with them and then spread it out for them. Sometimes I mix dog food into it if I have to, or ramen noodles sometimes, or whatever I have laying around. There's a bunch of noodles here. Those will go in there tonight, maybe. Don't know what the heck those are. They like almost anything, though. Oh yeah, now it's boiling good, see? Tonight I'm going to have a hamburger. I don't have any bread, so I'm not going to have hot dogs. I like fresh, white, sliced bread. So I'm going to have a McDonald's frozen hamburger. Should make for a nice meal. I'll be back with you in just a second. Oh, let's check things out here. Oh yeah, they're doing pretty good. Now my wife cooks French fries totally different. She only puts about half this much oil in and half the potatoes aren't even in it. I know she stirs them around. They always turn out nice, but I like to have the potatoes submerged in the rice, like a deep fryer or something. And it's just the way I am, I guess. So I've got to make a timing thing. When I get these get about 2 minutes from done, I got to run up and put a hamburger in the microwave. I just have double cheeseburgers plain with cheese on the side. So just plain double cheeseburgers. Okay, they're starting to crisp up a little bit. Looks like about 4 more minutes on high, maybe. Do you guess? So it's time to put my rice on a plate, I guess. What do you think? Okay, they're starting to float a little bit. I think that's the time. Got my rice out. Alright, well there's my dinner, guys. Perfectly cooked fluffy rice, absolutely perfect French fries, and a plain double hamburger from McDonald's, and a glass of ice water. Doesn't that look fantastic? Holy cow, those French fries are perfect. And the rice, if you follow my video on how to cook rice I'm just going to put out, you can have the same perfect rice anytime. You don't need a rice cooker, you can do the same thing on a pan. Take care, everybody. Hashtag 22 a day, no more. Go out, have some fun. Be safe. Thanks for watching. Take care.